All right, shalom, shalom. Gonna start off giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that preach this truth throughout the four corners of the globe. I'm the brother Shamaria from the GMS Cleveland branch with the brother Rayab, Rakha.
Shalom, shalom.
Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson. All right, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, and be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right, so that's Yahweh Shah speaking. He was talking to his disciples, man. You know, which we're disciples of the Lord because we follow in the Lord's, doctrine, and we follow his commandments. All right, and we do his will to the best of our ability. So the Lord also is speaking, so this applies to us as well. You know, the Lord said he sent us as sheep in the midst of wolves. All right, and a sheep is defenseless, man. A sheep is harmless. A sheep really don't got no defense. All right. So it says, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So that's the type of mindset we're supposed to have. That's the type of way we're supposed to move in this society when you're surrounded by wolves. You know, when you're surrounded by people who seek after to destroy you, you know, and that's the type of predicament that we set in, and it's gonna get worse, man. All right, it's gonna get worse. 2/3 of our people, they got it out for us. You know, even you will be surprised. Your family, people close to you, they'll end up delivering you up in those days, man.
That's right. That's why you got to be wise. It say he sent us as sheep in the midst of wolves. What happened if you put sheep in the midst of wolves? They gonna get destroyed and attacked, man. So you got to be there for wise. You know what I mean? You got to move with caution around these serpents and leashes and people that really hate the vibration that we push. These people want America to go on forever. Long as they got their football games, they basketball games, they beers on Sunday to watch the football game with, they happy. But we want rulership. We want slaves. We want land. We want property. We want spiritual powers. We want righteousness, man. So it say, be what?
Be ye wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Yeah, man, because a serpent is a wise thing. It sit back in the cut and it wait to strike you. It don't show itself and no, it sit back in the cut. It might not move. It might wait for you to come around it and then attack.
Right. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Circumspectly, like to look around, circumspect to look. Be aware of what's going on. Know the times that you're living in, man. Because it's a time for everything under the sun, like the scriptures say. It's a time for war, a time for peace, a time to die. Right now, it's a time to watch. It's a time for war, man. That's why we ringing the alarm, man. The alarm for war, the alarm for danger, the alarm for trouble, man.
Say verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil, right? And that's because that's because of the people are evil, man. Our 2/3 of our people are evil. You know, the rest of these heathens are evil. So the time period we're gonna be living in is gonna be bad times. You know, that's what evil mean. Eve, a time, and ill meaning bad. So the times we coming into is gonna get worse and worse. So we got to make sure we on our P's and Q's, crossing our T's, dotting our I's, so we won't get caught up in that evil time.
And that just goes to show you who is in rulership, who got the power of the earth, because the scriptures say it is. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Ain't nobody rejoicing. Rejoicing is a sound of happiness. It's a time to be cheery. It's Christmas time, and the big thing everybody talking about is what? This vaccine. Nobody's in the holiday spirit, man. You could drive down all these streets that usually would be lit up with
Right.
Christmas lights and snowman in the front yard. It's nothing there now, man. But it say, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's the state of the land. That's the state of Cleveland. That's the state of Ohio. That's the state of Chicago. That's the state of Illinois. That's the state of all these cities and states around the world. Yeah,
this is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the covenant, broken the everlasting covenant. Right, man. That's why the earth is defiled, because the Lord deal with our people. You know, the Lord, he deal with his people first and foremost. So if the Lord's people is fucking up, then that means, guess what? Everything else finna be set out of course. You know, the Lord set up things for his people to follow, set up things for his people to rule and take ownership by. But if we not doing, you know, right by our power, then the Lord is going to strip us from our rights, and then everything going to be out of course. Everything going to be out of order, man. I'm going to read this back. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. So only the nation of Israel can transgress the laws, because the laws was only given to us. All right, so the reason why the earth is defiled is because of the inhabitants, man. And the Lord gave the earth for us to inhabit, you know, first and foremost. So because we not, you know, following the laws that our God gave us, you know, we not coming back to our true power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as a whole nation. That's why the earth is defiled, man. It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, man. All right, and that's what we did. All right, as a whole, a nation as a whole, we broke the everlasting covenant. It say, verse 6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men are left. And that's what's going to happen, man. The Lord is going to send fire upon this place to burn up this captivity, this land, and to burn up the people who going to be left. Or it's like to burn up the people who dwell in this land. All right, but it's only going to be a few men left. And those few men is going to be left for salvation. You know, but the point, getting back to the point, like the brother was saying, this place is dead, obviously, man. You know, this place has no mirth. It has no type of energy, no joy, no feeling of being alive. This place is dead spiritually, man. And physically it's going to be dead pretty soon. All right. Say verse 6 in Isaiah 24th chapter, verse 6, which I just read, man. Now I'm going to jump down. Yeah, I'm going to read verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. So the joy of this place, the mirth of this place is gone, man. You know, there's no more life left in America. Not just America either. All the rest of these countries, there are people serving captivity, man, which is everywhere. This whole earth, the Lord took away the mirth out of this whole earth, man. You know, just in 1 year, off of just one plague, off the coronavirus, man. The Lord took the mirth. Ain't no more basketball, football, man. And if it is, but shit ain't the same, because there ain't no mirth in it no more. People not really, you know, excited to watch sports no more. Ain't nobody going out Christmas caroling. Ain't nobody going out sledding. Ain't nobody going out, you know, knocking on doors and singing Christmas songs and shit, man. Ain't nobody family gathering together, going out having dinner and doing this and doing that, special events. Ain't nobody out here doing that. And this is supposed to be Christmas season. This is the most worst Christmas ever, man. You know, ain't no type of mirth, ain't no type of joy here, man. Let me see. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, Right. So the things, the turning the things upside down, man, which what the Lord put the spirit on Esau to rule over the earth, man. And this devil Esau, he flipped the righteous laws and flipped them upside down. You know, to use the righteous laws that the Lord gave us, he flipped it upside down and used it for wickedness, man. You know, and then he ran the earth off of it. For example, how the Lord says homosexuality is an abomination. Well, Esau, he highly esteems homosexuality here in this society. And now it's at an all-time high where children can get sex changes and do things like that. That's just an example. How Esau, this devil, turned everything upside down and how it's highly esteemed in this society. But ultimately, it's the Lord who's controlling these things, man. It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Right, so we know that the Lord controls all things, man. Ultimately, that's the Lord doing all of these things so he could destroy this place, man. The Lord using Esau to do all this wickedness, to do all of this wickedness against the Israelites, doing all these wickedness against other nations, so he could gather all of the nations and destroy them, man. All right, so so his will and his kingdom can be brought to pass, and that's the real big deal for real. It all comes down to that: the Lord coming back, destroying the nations, and setting up his kingdom, man. All right, so going back to the point and the topic of this video is how we supposed to be watchmen, how we supposed to be moving wise in this society, you know, because we know it's wickedness that lurk everywhere in this wicked kingdom, man. All right, so Lord willing, you know, brothers continue to be circumspect, brothers continue to move wisely and not as fools. So with that being said, you know, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Once again, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well in the scriptures and call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rechak Wadash, Shalom, Baba Ball.
Shalom, Baba Ball.